Was specifically focused on funding orders from public sector. So we knew, us as the people who started HuhslCap, understood the dynamics of how the public sector worked, working with government orders. So initially HuhslCap was very much focused on funding public sector orders, but as time went, as the HuhslCap team, we also met a lot of people and had a lot of learnings across the way. We then also started funding, or HuhslCap started funding orders from the private sector as well, specifically from bigger private organizations, because the private sector is big, you know. Buntles Construction is a private sector business, and they can give out a purchase order of 2 million, but how do we know that Buntles Construction will be able to pay that 2 million purchase order?
And essentially, although when HuhslCap was birthed, the idea was to help entrepreneurs from the local regions and the local government, what we realized is that businesses across the board, as long as it's black owned, we actually said let's shift the focus from just saying black businesses from the local government, but then to say black owned businesses. Black owned businesses, whether they've got purchase orders with government sector or whether they have purchase orders with private sector, as long as they're 51% black owned in terms of the BEE scoring, then we opened ourselves to help them with funding as well. So at this point, as long as you're 51% black owned, you can have a purchase order with the government, you can have a government entity, government department, you can have a purchase order or a tender with the private institutions. HuhslCap is happy to fund you.
How did you come up with the name HuhslCap?
That's a very, very good question. We get it a lot. So if you go to Google, okay, and then you Google how to pronounce hustle. Hustle is pronounced H-U-H-S-L. Hustle.
Although it's called hustle.
Hustle, yes, but it's actually pronounced hustle. So we looked at ourselves and we said we were panding, we were hustlers. And we were hustlers that didn't have capital. So as HuhslCap, we said that we provide capital to hustlers. So that's where the term HuhslCap came from.
Yeah, so HuhslCap literally could mean two things. Hustle as in have your hustler's cap on, right? So when you're out there looking for tenders, when you're out there bidding for, you know, RFQs, we say you've got your hustle cap on. But at the same time, once you have your hustle cap on and you're awarded a tender, you're a hustler that needs capital, right? So put your hustle cap on and come and get this hustler's capital. And that is how we are HuhslCap.
Okay, what are the key milestones or achievements that HuhslCap accomplished since founding?
We're gonna go first.
Key milestones, I think at this point we have enabled purchase orders to the value of more than 60 million rands. And I'm saying more than because we literally fund orders daily. So this number is growing by the second. Maybe there's orders now that are being processed. So the just enabling that amount of service delivery first and foremost. And not just that, contributing towards entrepreneurs' scalability. The people that we funded, we find in the first order they came, somebody can come with a small order as small as 100,000, and that the fact that they were able to deliver successfully on that order, their client allowed the client to trust them with bigger orders. So now that very same entrepreneur that a year ago they came with an order of 100,000 and are literally coming back to us saying HuhslCap have been awarded an order of R1 million. And for us, seeing our entrepreneurs scale, being able to contribute towards service delivery, seeing black businesses thrive and hire people for us, and enabling the amount of purchase orders that we have, that has been a great milestone.
And to add to that, you know, in South Africa, we are faced with the triple challenge of inequality, unemployment, and poverty. So, as Buntles mentioned, the amount of entrepreneurs that we've been able to fund have been able to employ people. They've been able to contribute them to their employment. They've been able to compete and have access to markets. Now they're able to bid with confidence. Before they will put in only the 100,000 bids. Now when they see 1 for a million, they're not afraid because they know that HuhslCap is there to take care of their funding needs. So we have seen a number of entrepreneurs grow, employ people, contribute to employment, alleviation of poverty. So that has been absolutely great. Another one of the key milestones are the partnerships that we've had with a number of institutions. The Gauteng legislature, for example, we have a good partnership with them whereby we travel with them, we assist businesses that have orders with the Gauteng legislature, and that improves their operational efficiency as well. We've partnered with a couple of chambers of commerce, the Northern KZN Chamber of Commerce, whereby we attend their meetings, we speak to their members. They are also then able to procure business for their members and know that their members are going to be able to deliver. So we're also in partnership with, or we're in talks with, HuhslCap is in talk with a number of institutions as well. It's just that it hasn't been formalized. But I think so far, those partnerships that we have as HuhslCap and those that are in the pipeline really do contribute to some of the key milestones we've achieved as a young business, a baby, as you mentioned.
Absolutely, and the fact that we could go back to our own municipality, being the Molokile local municipality, where we were invited by the LED, which is the Local Economic Development Department, where they literally called the SMEs that are on their database together, brought them to the municipal offices, and we gave them a how to tender workshop. Literally, exactly that, taking the SMEs through the process of how to tender, so that they are awarded those tenders and then come to HuhslCap for financing. So also to the youth, free of charge of course, also to the youth, I think as age guys, I was about to say as a youth myself, and I'm one more year in youth now. But as youth, I'm so proud of you, thank you very much. But one thing that we know, the youth unemployment rate, I know you speak of unemployment, but there's a youth unemployment rate that is growing. Not just school leavers, graduates, literally different types of youths. And when we come in, we say, listen, whether or not you've got an educational background, you really don't need a degree to be able to sustain yourself, and we teach them entrepreneurship. We teach them the basic skills of financial management. We teach them how to tender, literally register a company. It's 150 Rand from the state. 175 Rand. Once you register, we take them through the process of registering on the CSD. Once they register on the CSD, we take them through the process of how to go ahead and look for tenders, RFQ opportunities, and apply for them, so that they are able to make a living for themselves off of profits.